Is we?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
Children
to
of
the
all
Crazy
ages.
Ridez Channel Podcast. Brought to you by the Ex-New Yorker YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification, and check out his shit.
Yeah, man. You know what I didn't do?
Wait,
Oh, there's more.
There's
Hold on,
more.
Kmart shoppers. There's more.
there's more. The Biker's Realtor,
Oh, look out.
Eric Goldfarb, is
Over
the
there.
Biker's Realtor.
Eric.
Right here.
They can't see you right now.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
Helping you buy and sell your home anywhere in South Florida. Yeah. Okay. Say hi, Richie.
Hi, Richie.
All right. Let me get the
How come I'm
chat
not
going.
Yeah, how come I didn't get notified?
on?
There we go.
I'm not getting notified.
All right. Because there's a delay.
a big,
Okay.
Oh, my God. It's a big delay.
big delay.
Big
Big one?
delay.
Big delay.
So,
It's a delay.
how you boys doing?
I'm doing good.
Dean finally gave me a Harley Davidson coffee mug.
Yeah, I don't want to hear anybody
Not
crying.
like the princess stuff we had last week.
I have one too.
What was it, Wonder Woman?
I
Yeah,
have one too.
he's got one. That's the only two mugs. I got a Starbucks here, though.
He took care of us.
Can't find my AT&T mug. I got to find that one next.
He took care of us. This delay is a little too long.
I didn't get notified.
You'll get notified.
6:02.
That's all right.
No, it's not.
But you know what I didn't do?
There's too many people trying to
Trying to
come
get
on
on and at
to
the
watch
same
us.
time.
Oh.
You know?
Hogging up the airwaves.
Just leave it alone, Richie.
But you know what I didn't do? Which I keep saying.
Hi.
I didn't film. I didn't do a video on my rims
No.
No?
and post it. No.
No.
I was so into getting them clean because they were pretty freaking dirty.
You know, I'm
Like, look at
glad
that
we
now. Look how
advertised.
shiny they are.
I'm glad.
Did you even look at those?
I'm
Seriously.
glad I saw him today.
You know what?
I'm glad
Let's
we
show
have-
everyone them now.
There you go.
I'm
know?
glad we advertised your YouTube
My channel? And I never post.
and you don't post anything.
Well, I got stuff on there no one's ever seen before. They can go and, check it out.
Yeah, he's got some stuff, but he's got some new stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got these hot ST rims.
Yeah, I look like an ST now.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ah.
Whoop.
There we go. All right, let's show Dean's rims.
I like that.
You could talk about it because they won't hear me.
All right, so
See what you see?
now I see the rims. Oh yeah, show
What kind
the
of rims do
ST
you
marking.
see?
Oh, wow, they're glowing.
Those are the STs, man. That's off of the ST.
That's nice.
CVO ST.
Yeah.
Exact rims.
Fancy.
Really nice.
Got the rotors to match.
That fender's got to go.
Take it off right now.
Fender's got to go. You got to get a carbon fiber
You
fender
got the
for
back
that.
one too.
Got the back one too.
Nice. Oh, and that's clean too. Look at that. See, you could see a lot of yours now.
The rear.
Yeah, because you have the straight
And we
bags.
have these for sale. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's going.
Yeah, the spokes are there.
Oh, there you go. I finally got on.
Yeah. Get me on now. So I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh.
It's all right. I didn't get to see it, but I trust you.
So,
So what's in the news?
so we got
Got Rich.
we got a few things going on in the news. First thing is that I needed to share about, because then we have something real important to talk about.
Real important.
Real
Yeah.
important. We talked about the Ultra about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. We actually showed it to you when we
The
were at
Street
French
Glide
Coast.
Ultra.
The Street Glide Ultra, yes.
We also did a video on it.
We did a video on it. We talked about it and so on and so forth. Now there's been a lot of talk about it on the internet, and a lot of people aren't happy with the bike. There's a possibility they might even discontinue it. Could be another year, but unless they do some major changes. And one of the biggest things.
What's the feedback?
Two of the biggest things are the Ultra, and I've said this, but this is coming from the article, that the Ultra was built for the ultimate cruising motorcycle, traveling, okay? For you, your partner in the back. So it was built for that. And now it's a stripped down version of it. This is coming from the article. And of course, they're talking about the rear speakers. No more speakers. No more controls, obviously, because there isn't any speakers in the back.
When you say controls, you mean the volumes, right?
They had volume
The
controls
passengers used to be able to control
right.
that. Yeah.
That's right. And the lowers, nobody likes the lowers. They had a picture of that and an Indian, and there was no different. So that's a big no-no. Nobody likes the lowers. And there are other things that are on there that have been taken off. So the CB, or was there a CB on yours?
Well,
that
the
was
connection.
Yes.
But I don't think they make it with the CB.
No, they haven't made that.
okay.
No,
yet.
but they had the.
He has a 20, and he has.
I have
he has
the 20
Ultra
limited.
20 limited. Well, limited.
the
The
same
Ultra
thing.
was the same thing. Only one was a road glide, one is a street glide,
Right.
and his is the road glide. So he has everything on it. I mean, it's like it's like a camper on wheels.
Well, first of all, it's missing those speakers in the back.
yeah,
It's got no speakers in the back, and the passenger had the controls
that's what we were talking about.
to
right.
change the volume and the tuner.
Right.
Oh, they did tuner too?
Yes,
Yeah.
they do
Yeah,
that too.
and that is exactly what they mentioned. Besides the lowers.
All right, so add another what? $5,000?
Yeah.
Put all that on? $5,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't lower the price; they raised the price. So now the Ultra is not the Ultra anymore. It's a stripped down version of a street glide.
Basically, is a street,
It's a street glide.
with
Yeah,
with a tour pack and leg warmer.
that's right.
leg
That's
block,
right.
wind
So
block,
that's
whatever.
about it.
Lowers.
So with that, I don't want to rehash that whole thing because, but it is coming out now. I mean, there's articles coming out about it.
Yeah, but how
Are
many?
they selling? Do we know if they're selling?
I haven't seen one. Have you?
Oh, I haven't. I don't know if anyone bought them, but
I don't think
we
so.
did see it at
Well, they had them at
Treasure
Treasure
Coast
Coast.
Yeah, I seen them at Treasure
because
Coast.
we did the review on it.
Yeah.
So
But,
make sure you check that out on the YouTube channel.
yes. So the other thing is, what was that other thing I was talking about?
Something about the Fat Boy.
Oh, yes. So, all you Fat Boy lovers from 1990 that they came out with that Gray Ghost, and it was popular. It was the bomb back then. It was great. And so now they have the Fat Boy. The Fat Boy is back. They came out with a tremendous rear tire, but they're also, in March or April, they're going to introduce a 35th anniversary, which is going to be the Gray Ghost. So it's going to come back with the same gray color and the yellow markings on it. So they might be.
Why don't you bring that up on your phone and I will
Take a look.
I show it to everybody.
I could do that. I can
see
do it.
here.
Here it is, right? Well, then we're going to see the original 90. We're not going to see the
You don't have a picture of the new one yet?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Here it is right
And
here.
that's for when?
See?
2026?
See, Harley Davidson Fat Boy Gray Ghost will be
25.
the 25th icon
Oh,
model.
so they're still. Oh, so they're going to be released this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's going to be released in March or possibly
Let me see.
April.
Oh, maybe we'll see
Let's
some up
show
in
the-
Daytona.
This is, here it is. This is the heading. Okay.
Okay.
And,
Let's see the
and-
bike.
and that's the bike, but that is the original bike.
Okay.
So they didn't show, they're not showing you the bike itself. It says Harley Davidson's announced the bulk of the 2025 models last month, but one bike will still waiting on is this year's Icon model. We previously reported the Icon model is expected to be a base on a Fat Boy in celebration of the bike's 35th year. And now, motorcycle.com can confirm, good company, I mean a good website, can confirm we
Can they
will be
confirm
calling it the Fat Boy Gray Ghost.
Great Ghost.
Yep.
Gray Ghost.
So
Ghost.
the
You
bike,
heard it first
the bike
from Richie.
originally in 1990, it was the Fat Boy, first came out, and it also had an Evo motor at the time.
That it did.
And this one is going to have Milwaukee 8, and I believe it's a 117. It's going to be a, according to this, it's going to have a Milwaukee 8 custom engine. I don't know what that means. Could be high output. I don't know. They do make one model. Do you remember the model that they make that's considered a high output? There's one model that they're making right now.
Well,
Which
that would be
model
a
is that?
CVO, no?
Yeah.
It was a 117.
Right. With a
And it
can.
was a
Oh,
high-
that was the
All right.
the ST. The
Well, the
smaller
older
one.
STs.
That's
the
it.
small-
Oh, you mean the Softail ST?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So you
Gotcha.
That's right. So that might be that's
Probably
right.
the same engine.
That might be the
Yeah.
same engine, right? So that's what it's that's what we're looking at. So that's the news.
I'm looking forward to seeing that bike. I always
Yeah.
liked the Fat
I
Boy.
like the Fat Boy. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Fat Boy now is out there, and the tire is massive in the
The
back.
front tire is big
It's
too.
big too. Yeah. Yeah. It's
The front tire is a
beefy.
160.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
haven't seen
I
them.
loved that bike back in the day with the gray and the
Yeah, but they didn't have
rims and
fat
all
tires
that.
like they do now. You know.
No,
They used to have the
no.
solid
It
rims.
was a six. It
Yeah.
was a solid.
You
so
had
I
to
don't
redo
even.
the
We don't
the
even
swing
know.
arm.
Yeah, I know,
Like,
which was a pain in the neck.
we
because
don't
it was a lot of
even-
money.
Yeah, we don't even know if that's the case.
Right.
If there's going to be a solid rim on it like it was.
Well, they originally they had that. They said the wind was too much, right?
That's right.
So for years, then they drilled holes in them.
Yes, that's what
to
they did.
alleviate that.
Yeah. As a matter of
Wind
fact, they
draft.
never recommended anyone to put a windshield on it because the bike acted like a sail.
Yeah. Well, with
And
that and the
people
wheels.
were having problems going over bridges. They were getting blown to one side. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
I can see
remember
that.
that. That was back in the day. Yep.
What day was that?
Oh, that was
1776.
1882.
There you go.
So I've been noticing on the social media,
Yeah.
all these guys up north are packing their trailers.
Oh yeah, ready coming down.
Yeah, I've
yeah.
their toy trailers
Yeah.
and their campers too.
Yeah.
Oh,
A lot of campers.
wow.
A lot of
Going on.
campers.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
campers now.
The toy trailers were the ones like you looked at, the
Yeah.
six
I like those.
bikes.
Yeah, yeah.
You have
Yeah.
a little bedroom in there, and that becomes usually a bedroom in the back. You know,
I would love to do the Sturgis.
I would love to do a Sturgis like that.
Yeah,
Get the
we've been
Winnebago,
talking about
Yeah.
it.
get the bikes on there.
I
Well,
was
we got
supposed
the
to-
prices. It's not
It's not
bad.
that
I
bad
was
if you got 4 or
supposed to
5 guys.
contact him last month to get that 6 or 8 bike trailer.
It was a
that
six
he
bike,
was having a 6 bike trailer that he was having built, and he had told me if you want it, it'll be ready in December. Contact me in January, and you can
Yeah.
have it.
Well,
But
you
we
don't want.
never did.
How many guys you're gonna get in a Winnebago? You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna spend the week in there. You're gonna spend time driving there, driving home, and staying in there. We're not getting a hotel,
Right.
so we all got to stay in that.
6 guys.
Yeah, that's a lot of guys
That's
in a
too many
small
guys
vehicle.
with one bathroom.
Yeah.
That's the size of a closet.
Well, we were looking at ones that slept 8.
Yeah, well, if you
yeah,
get the
but one bathroom.
Yeah, but
the
if you
size
get-
of a closet.
No, not
So,
necessarily.
You can be outside.
if you got eight, if you
You got a
got
bug on you.
Oh,
if you
that's
got 8 people sleeping in there, usually you get it's a bigger RV, and you get a better sized bathroom. You're not getting a van with a tiny. You got a shower like this.
I know, but are there like a master bath and
It's-
then a regular bath?
Well, no, I don't think you're
No,
gonna
I
get
don't
that.
think you get
You're gonna
that.
get a decent sized shower.
Yeah.
It's probably a wet bath. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that's right.
toilet and everything, but it doesn't have to be,
Yeah, like,
elbows.
like in the airplane.
Yeah, bigger than that. That's in the vans.
Got him?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, he's been flying around me over here.
It's a mosquito.
Mosquito?
okay.
Mosquito.
Is that
Right.
well?
He
We are
doesn't
in
eat
Indian
very
country.
much.
Yeah, so a lot of people, Bike Week starts Friday.
No.
This Friday.
Thursday.
Next week.
Next week.
Oh no!
No,
this
this
week.
Friday.
This week. Well, we're off. We're going up there the second week.
Yeah,
not
we're
the
there
first.
the second week.
See, we haven't
this
gone up there in the second week in a
Thursday,
long
week
time.
from Thursday. So in 9 days, we are going to be in Daytona.
Yeah, I mean, we would have left this Thursday if we were going the first week.
That's right. That's why I'm glad we're not. I'm glad we're going the second week.
You know what I'm going to do here?
We got the track.
Just to let our listeners know, or our viewers, or both. Right now it's 66 degrees in Daytona. Now I'm going to go to a 90-day forecast. Even though
90 days?
Yeah, I got 90 days on here.
Oh, my God. This
That's all right. I
pathetic.
do the whole month. I do the whole month.
Check this out, man. Wow. 72 on Thursday, 53 at night.
Yeah, it's going to be in the 50s.
This is going to be, the night's going to be chilly, but man, the day's going to be 72,
Gorgeous.
70, 69, 70, and 69 when we leave on Monday.
Well,
no
I
way.
just
Yeah.
saw on mine, because it's got the 10-day.
Yeah.
So we're leaving on the 6th.
Yep.
It showed 40% rain
Well, now it says 22%.
Here.
here and Daytona.
No.
Yeah.
Well, right now it's
But
showing
I'm
you know,
22%.
I'm
Listen,
going
you can't.
straight. I'm not stopping. I'm going straight through.
You're a man. I'm
you
showing
go.
rain
We'll
for
meet you
Saturday,
there. Just get the
34%.
hotel room.
We're going to stop. That's when we're going to hit the rain.
You know what it's
All
going to
right,
be?
we'll see.
54 to 53 degrees is going to be chilly up there. And,
At
you know,
night.
and the thing is,
That's at night.
at
right?
night, yeah.
That's not a big deal.
No, but it's going to be chilly opposed to.
As long as it's not
used to.
windy.
And don't forget, you get 54 people like, oh, that's nice. Well, it is, but it's also humidity down here. It's a different cold. It's not like, I mean, you're not going to be freezing.
Are they
We've
staying at
we've
the
ridden
same
in colder
hotel?
than that.
What?
Are they staying at the same hotel?
Who? The guys coming with us?
Yeah.
That I don't know. Bobby's staying at the hotel.
But man, that weather's going to be nice to walk around. Holy shit!
Yeah, it's going to be.
And if we're
beautiful.
stuck in traffic, it's going to be great, right?
Yeah, it's going to be. Well, we're gonna
70
be stuck in
degrees.
traffic,
Yeah, you're
bro.
going to be stuck in a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
But you're not going to burn. You know.
By the way, I did some reading. International Speedway, I believe, going all the way down. There's some construction that's been done, and what they did was they put a mall. They put a mall.
Joey D. Did you see Joey D? What he
No.
said?
What did he say?
He said you don't like to get your hair wet.
No. Thanks, Joe.
He's gonna put a rain jacket on
Yeah,
his
there you
beard.
go.
Joey's he's a Long Islander now.
Yeah,
He's a Long Islander boy now. Yeah, bought a house in Long Island.
we're in Long Island.
I don't know, Joey. Where'd you move to? Somewhere in Long Island. I'll have to come and visit you when I go see my family this year. See if he says anything. So, yeah, I read an article that Daytona, on that strip, they did some construction. Remember when there was some construction being done? the
Yeah,
road?
by Oktoberfest.
Yeah. So
Further up, yeah.
they finished that, and what they did was they put a mall. So the people are complaining that have the stores because you would be able to just jump over to a bar or a store or something, Now you'd have to go all the way down and to make a U-turn to go on the other side. So they're complaining about that. So just be aware that when we go down there, that's how it's going to be.
But there's a lot of construction off the speedway when we got over the bridge.
That's where
To
I'm talking.
A1A. That
Yeah.
all was all messed up.
Yeah, that's where I'm talking.
So that's where they built the mall?
The mall.
On that side?
Yeah, yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
Nice, Joey.
Where?
Port Washington.
Yeah. Go see my brother. He goes to that Port Washington where the water is. He sits there on the benches. Go say hello to him.
So for all our northern viewers, it's about 74 degrees out now.
Yeah.
75.
Nice.
Beautiful out.
Beautiful night.
Yeah.
Nice. I rode today. It was beautiful, man.
Yeah.
And then a little rain
Go
came
see
by as soon as I got home.
We're all
Really?
wearing
Yeah.
those shirts. Yeah, this is great riding weather right now. It's gorgeous.
It was actually cool on the bike. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I didn't go far, but it was enough.
Yeah, so
Got to take advantage of this weather while you can, because when the summer gets here, oof. Feels
Yeah.
like, I hate the feels like. It's 96, but feels like 110. Yeah, okay. I don't get that. If it feels like 110, it's 110.
I have a feeling this year is going to be like crazy in Daytona. The way I'm seeing so much social media about it, I've never seen it like that before.
Bike Week draws a couple hundred.
yeah, up a couple 100,000.
Yeah,
I think more.
absolutely.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Have you ever been at the second weekend? I mean, that the way when we're going. That
No, I never been there.
when we go the first weekend,
People are
There's
just starting to come
4
down.
times
Yeah.
as much more people at the second weekend. So when we go in, you're going to see International Speedway is going to be a parking lot. Whereas when we first went in on that Thursday, you would be able to cruise in because that was actually just the beginning, and a lot of people weren't there until Friday. Now everybody's there.
Right.
Who was that? So, yeah, you'll see. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. But, we have our hotel. We're going to be fine. Probably going to see a lot more people there, too, on the second weekend.
Should be.
Yeah.
That's why I was like going the first weekend. It wasn't as crowded.
I
It
know.
was easier to get the teddies and everything.
I know.
But the problem with that is a lot of places are still setting up like Harley. Like they would,
Yeah.
when they weren't open on Fridays, they would open on Saturday.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
they'd be there unloading everything. Because they bring a whole
Yeah,
thing
a
with a couple of trailers,
So we're going to need to schedule what time we're going to be doing our live broadcast.
Yeah, we got to figure that out.
We got to figure that out. And what time.
Is any of those days going to be a rainy day?
Saturday.
No.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I just looked. It said Saturday. 33% chance.
I don't want to do it when people are leaving already.
No,
No.
but you got to do it Saturday, no later
Then
than
we
that.
got to do it Friday.
Friday or
Can't
Saturday.
Yeah.
do it Saturday. We're going to be
Well,
at
you
the
can do it when you
track all
get back.
day.
So?
Yeah, 5 o'clock at night.
So,
We're going to go for dinner.
eat there. What can I tell you? What do you want? Everything?
Ah.
Well, we'll be there till Monday, but
Sunday's
I'd like
not
to do
going
it
to be much
as
going.
soon as possible when we get there. Unless we do it
Do
on
it Thursday.
Thursday when we.
When we get there, this way I can drink.
I ain't got a problem with that,
Yeah, Thursday might
Thursday
work.
we're just chilling out,
Yeah, throw everything in a room and then
We
go
could
downstairs
start
and set up.
doing our running around,
We don't usually run around on Thursday.
Not too
No.
much, no.
No.
Other than eating. And we
Yeah.
can eat
So
there
that
if we
might
want
be a
to.
Then
good
go
time
to the
to do
back
it.
and
Yeah.
have a cigar at the, But
So maybe
no.
we'll do it Thursday when we get there.
Yeah. Well, we got to get there early, so we should just go straight there.
We got. Well, you could go.
I know where that's from.
No, he could go.
He could go
he could
and
go-
get everything arranged for us.
That's
So when we
right.
get
Yes.
there, I got the table, let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Get the table, put reserved on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know?
I'll get
the extension
I'll get
cord.
Kim to give us the
We need the Wi-Fi code.
Wi-Fi.
Listen,
Yeah.
I don't want to end up in our shanty in the basement, all right?
No.
That's only for when we have hailstorms.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So we have these helmets out here.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. All right. So that's why these helmets are here.
These helmets are
They're
out
not
here
for sale.
Well,
Because-
everything's for sale.
because there's a safety issue
Yeah.
that maybe a lot of people don't know about. That I
I
actually
didn't know about it.
I stumbled across it
Yeah. At first
because
time
I
ever
asked the
heard
question, do helmets expire? And you know they do.
that. Wow.
Just like a can of
They
soup, huh?
expire.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That is, I can't believe that.
Yeah.
You think the helmet company is just trying
So-
to sell
So-
more helmets?
So you're telling me that this I bought in 1996
That
is expired?
is that a DOT helmet?
Oh, well, it
Or is
was.
it novelty?
You know what? It was when I went to New York because I came down here
That's a
on vacation in
novelty
'95, and I bought this at Frenchie's, who's no longer in business, and I took a DOT sticker and put it back here
So
because-
it's a novelty
everybody-
because
helmet.
I didn't want to get stopped by the
Everybody
cops.
bought
Yeah.
it at French.
Novelty helmets don't count. They last forever.
Oh,
Ah, okay, put it back on then.
because it wouldn't matter if you had it the first day
Yeah, or the second.
10 days.
Yeah,
You're still
or
going to
100
get
years.
killed in this thing.
And I also had it redone inside.
Oh.
Yeah, I had this done at Iron Horse.
Yeah.
Only guy who could do it because the inside fell.
Still won't help you.
That's because
Anyway.
your head got bigger.
Yeah, my
So
head
your
got
head-
bigger. Yeah. That's what happens when you get old. Your head grows.
So what's this one here? This
So
one
what
here
happens
is
Let him
a couple
finish
of
that
years
first.
old. What were you going to do? Oh, you're going to read it?
So I'm talking about the part that's under the outer carbon Kevlar or plastic shell and over the plush liner.
Talking about this.
It's
Right.
called the expanded. I don't know how to say the word, but it's EPS. So the expanded poly
Bicarbonate?
Streen foam, EPS.
It's the foam.
Well, that definitely goes.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so it lasts. I have a list of popular helmets and their expiration dates.
Now,
Inside the helmet,
yeah.
sometimes on the strap or on the side, it says a production date.
Right.
So that date, you add 5 to 7 years, and that's kind of where the expiration.
All right, so you said, all right, so we know the insides go bad. So you're saying the insides go bad. That doesn't make the helmet bad, but you're saying that the shell expires too, right?
Wait a minute. What if you drop the helmet 4 feet?
Well, we'll get to that.
Okay.
So technically, so we know the inside goes bad on these things after a while, especially in heat and cold. It's just it's
Right,
going to happen.
right.
But you're
Yeah.
saying that the shell itself has an expiration date.
Yes,
Wow.
yes,
Never knew that.
yes.
I didn't think
Yeah.
that was possible, but it's plastic, so I mean, carbon.
Well,
this isn't carbon fiber.
it's actually the part that's under the outer carbon Kevlar or plastic shell. So anything underneath the shell, the foam, the material,
Right.
that starts to degrade after a while. Okay.
Well, it degrades also from, your head sweats.
Well, yeah,
So that breaks that down. It breaks down foam,
yeah.
Right?
It's
Just like on a seat.
All right, here you
Wet
go.
getting
This was March 20th, 2018.
okay.
Yeah.
So who makes that one?
This one,
It's 7 years old.
Xinhuan.
It's in one?
Xinhuan.
Yeah.
So it's a Chinese model.
I guess it's
What's
a Warrior. But I just got this not too long ago because I bought it for the Shield that comes out. So
No.
if I'm riding in the
Bought
rain,
that about 4 years ago. I was
No.
with you when you bought
not
that.
this one. No, I bought that one.
Oh.
Well, it says from the date that it was manufactured.
Wow, that's wild.
See if this one has a manufacturing date on it. Because we went and got that together.
But yeah, this was a long time ago.
So all of them should have a manufacturing date.
Somewhere there is something in there.
So whatever your manufacturing date is,
5/17.
depending on the manufacturer.
5/17.
Yeah.
So the month and year.
Yeah.
So 2017.
So 7 years is 24.
And this one's Bluetooth. This one has a built-in.
Well, just keep the Bluetooth and throw out the helmet.
The microphone.
But honestly, he hasn't worn this
Doesn't
helmet.
matter.
No?
No.
So
Doesn't
if you
matter.
have the helmet in the garage and you don't wear it, you still got to throw it
It
out?
degrades after a while.
Really?
Material.
Yeah,
It's
the material.
The
breaks
heat
down.
in the garage.
Although this has lasted well. I mean, this thing's nice. It's like brand new except for the scratches. I don't know if the Bluetooth still works. There's
So-
a microphone here.
Get
And here's your
carbon
volume.
fiber.
So let me
speaker.
give you some popular
Get your
manufacturers.
Get your carbon fiber. Let's see if there's a date in it.
Got to be a date.
He has a carbon fiber. We all have carbon fiber helmets now.
So some of the manufacturers that I got here, the popular ones, is HJC, which lasts 3 to 5 years,
Wow.
which is kind of like nothing.
You want my clip?
You got AGV. AGV actually is one of the longest. It lasts 7 years.
I don't
Okay.
see anything. No.
You have Shoei. Shoei's big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're huge. Everybody knows that.
5 years.
Only 5 years.
5 years.
What about Bell?
Bell, 3 years.
What?
Yeah. Bell, 3 years.
Oh, Rich. February 22.
22,
Yeah.
23, 24.
So,
I didn't have those for
and
3 years.
Array. You heard of Array,
Yeah, that-
right?
I've heard
Oh,
of
we
them,
got, yeah, that's got to be a
Array,
7
7 years as well.
Wow. What about Badass, man?
Badass ain't on
They're
here.
not on there?
No, these are like the real
Yeah, the popular.
top ones. But it's pretty wild
Yeah, I didn't know.
how they
Now this-
break down.
This was from 2022. I didn't buy this in 22.
No, we only got these.
I got this not too long ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
24. Last
got-
year.
23 probably.
I got one too.
I got it first.
All right, so I got mine. I got a.
You got it later, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Well, we could say that they're good for 7 years. I mean, you know.
Well, this is the Shark.
So the best thing to do is sell it at the 6th year.
Who's gonna
At a
buy
discounted
it when
price,
it's at
right?
that's wrong.
This was 12/12, 12/22/20.
Oh.
Now this is the Shark, and this is a full face helmet, which I really like. I've never worn it on the bike because it's kind of heavy.
I never heard of Shark.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. But you have the option of having this come down or go into the back.
Yeah.
And then you have
And
Show on the
inside.
camera.
I'm trying to. And then you have an internal dark shade
Go ahead.
and your clear shade. So you can keep this up
Yeah.
and ride with a darker shade during the day,
There's a dark shade. That goes
and
up
that
too.
goes up too. Yeah. And it's,
Yeah.
Can you get a Can you get
I
a
got Richie's
prescription?
blood. What's that?
Can you get
You know what? I
prescription
don't know.
shade?
I don't know. And you could put a Bluetooth device in here, which I did do, and I ripped it out because it was just it's tight. This is a
Yeah.
tight helmet, and it actually I thought it was going to be a lot lighter. It's not, and I'm guessing because of all the components
Yeah.
that this can go in the back, so it's pretty heavy on your head.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, I never wore it because it's not cold down here. You know, we're not riding in extreme weather, so I thought I would use it more. I was wrong.
Chris is on. Chris is watching us. He wants to know why you're slouching.
Me?
Yes,
I'm sorry, Chris. How's that better? Okay.
Chris,
And that's
we
the
got to
Shark.
get you on here. Are you going to Daytona? So yeah, it's interesting.
Now this feels like nothing. It's like a feather. This is the lightest out of all of them. It's even lighter than this one. This, like I said, this was 95, 96.
Wow.
That's a long time I've had that.
Hey, brother, how are you? I hope to see you in Daytona. He hasn't answered yet. He's probably still thinking of it.
Well, tell him when you're going.
We'll be there on the second Thursday,
The 6th to the 10th.
6th to the 10th, and we're going to the track on that Saturday morning
Yes.
with VIP tickets to go see the races. So you're welcome to join us. You and the
Or not. Got better things.
Yes, Thursday. Yes.
That's the second week.
Yeah, it's the second week. Ah, so he's going to be there. That's great. Same place? Are we going to meet at the same place, honey? I love you too, brother. I love you too. Miss you. We got a lot to talk about. Did you see our last video from Treasure Coast? We interviewed your friends. It was a good time.
How do you do it? Dial in, maybe? Yeah, unfortunately, we can't do that yet. That'd be nice if you could dial in. That's what he's saying.
Oh. You could just call me.
Yeah, just call. We'll put the phone up to the mic.
Yeah, there you go. He's laughing.
Oh, you should have been here when we had the candlestick phones out and the rotary dials.
Yeah.
Nobody called us.
Yeah, you missed that one. He has a rotary phone and a candlestick phone. We had him out here, hoping somebody would call.
I was actually looking at different helmets for the full face.
Well, you know what? The big thing is for the rain down here. I mean,
yeah,
when we got caught in the rain, I couldn't see anything. It just got blinded. Before I had this one with me.
Even the helmet I have now, the new one, it's not a full face. It is a little heavier than my novelty.
Yeah, way heavier than this.
But after riding for a while, my neck's
it hurts.
You know,
Let me tell you.
Pinched nerve I got.
There he is. That's got to be him.
Chris, how the hell are you?
What the hell? You guys have no frills? I can't dial in?
Hey, you dialed in.
Hey, brother, how are you? You are our first call. How do you do this?
I'm the first caller.
No, that's the wrong one.
Sorry.
That's the wrong one. Keep going, Richie. There you go.
Hey, you're our first call. Oh, my
This is
God.
Geriatrics 101 tonight.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're going.
Are you going on the 6th? You'll be there on the 6th?
No, I'm actually going because I got to fly out to Amsterdam for work.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going this Thursday. I'm in Fayetteville now. I'm going down Thursday because there's a SNS party for their release where Mike Beelan from A1 Sports, Mike from A1, and a bunch of other guys will pick to build some chopper style bikes with SNS, different style bikes for SNS, and they're doing a private party Thursday night to show the bikes that they built.
Nice.
And then release them during the week at JP Cycles.
Wow.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Cool. Good for you.
Yeah, they did some really nice builds with SNS for these, I think there was 6 or 7 different builders chosen. And it's not a build-off. It's more or less just a compliment, the shops showing off, their ability to build the bikes.
Right,
like a build-off.
right.
Just,
Oh, we're going to have to see that at JMP Cycles when we go.
Yeah.
They'll have them out there.
Them.
Yeah, they'll have them out there.
It's nice. Mike's bike came out really nice, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Mike did a cool bike on there with a turbo, so it'll be interesting, an old school bike.
How about yours? Are you done?
Done? I'm
He's never
done.
done.
Is a very awkward word when it comes to me.
Oh, all right. Is it rideable? How's that?
Well, I changed it since you've seen it last. I've actually I've changed the Tress turbo out and put a oilless turbo on, and now I'm thinking of taking the whole motor out and taking that motor out and putting it into a Road King bike and making a full drop down bike. So dropping the bike to the floor, old school with the turbo on it.
Wow.
Wow. That's
How's Brandy's bike?
Brandy's bike's good. It's still the same bike. She's, we just haven't rode much, with the weather and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, work picked up this last couple of months where I'm traveling all over the place. So bike week this year was hard
Good.
to get to.
Are you, both of you going to be there?
No, Brandy's not going to make it. I'm just going to go because I'm in Fayetteville now, and I'm going to drive down Thursday and Friday, and then I fly out to Amsterdam Sunday.
Oh, so you won't even have your bike. You're just going for the party.
I'm just going for party this time. I thought
Yeah.
it was a better party for me than riding.
All right. So listen, we would love to have you. You know we've asked you, but we would love to have you
When he has time.
when you have time to be
When
one
I
of
get
our
back,
guests.
definitely, because Tuesday's a good time. It's just been traveling, so when I get back, we can definitely get it arranged and
Good.
talk about some old times and
Yeah.
go over some of your history, Pops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been giving it a
Oh,
little
you
bit here. and
blood
there.
sucker. Oh, he got me.
So did you see we had Jess and Russ on?
Yeah, so that was awesome. You guys had Jess and Russ on, and that was Russ and Jess are good people.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, they had a nice time. It was nice.
I heard Pops talking about hamster. He was going to be a hamster.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
Pops is part of the rat
I'm the
group.
Rat Pack.
The Rat Pack.
I got them right here. Yeah, we got 4 of us. The Rat Pack.
You got the hamsters, the Rat Pack,
Gerbils.
the gerbils.
It's like the gangs from the 50s.
Yeah.
Right.
The
Oh
gerbils.
my God.
How you guys been? How are your bikes going? How's everything going with your
Everything's
bikes?
great.
Everything good?
Bikes are running good.
Everything's good.
Dean's got a new bike. He's just putting all kinds of stuff on it.
Little by
Oh,
little.
man. Nice. What bike did Dean get?
CVO 23 and a half. The silver one?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
the whole
23. Okay, that's a 117, right? Not the 121?
No, 121 VVT.
121 VVT.
Oh, it is the variable valve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I took it for a ride and fell in love with it.
No, it's a beautiful bike, and I gotta tell you that some of the new computer systems they got coming out, and some of the new things that American, All American, Kaka from All American, and some guys from even the guys from V Twin have some really good things.
I
going.
know.
Getting
I've
the
been
cams
following
working and
George
the
around anytime I can when he's on, when there are other people following him, All American. He's building some hot bikes. So,
Yeah.
and they already have,
The what?
they already have the ECM for the new motors for these new bikes.
Yep, they got them working, so that's a nice scenario.
Yeah.
But it'd
Yeah.
be good. We got to figure out how to get the face. You guys don't have the ability to do the convert, like have somebody
Yeah, we do.
dial in.
We
the
do.
video?
Well, what we have to do is we would have to send you a link, and then we could put you on. In a separate screen.
Yeah, we do a split screen.
From All American to do a little, maybe half an hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would have to
that.
be planned
Love
so
it.
I could
Love
Yeah.
it. I've been
put
telling
it
them.
together.
I've been telling them because I've been following George, watching other people there. And the guy is, and actually I've been following him when he goes to Georgia and he races over there. So, he's kicking butt, he's building some hot
They
bikes.
get these bikes up, man. I mean, George, a lot of guys do now. George has got some naturally aspirated bikes up over 200, well over 200 horsepower
Yeah.
now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Running
yeah.
on naturally aspirated. But
Wow.
Right,
also
and
got
he's
some
running that
events
fuel.
in April.
He's tuning the bikes with both fuels, the 95 and that what's that other fuel?
E85.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so he's putting a tune on a tune on the tuner. He's putting both on there so you could switch off back and forth.
Correct. So Brandy's bike is set that way. So George did the build on that one, and that one has the dual tune and the power vision, so she can run E85 and 93. I also have it on the Thundermax on my bike. So I run
nice.
E85 mostly, and then I have a small computer because the Thundermax is a little bit more difficult, but the power visions are much easier to switch out of the tunes very
Yeah,
very quick.
I've been thinking about putting. I mean, I still only have the 117 on there, but I know if I put the and I have the stock, the Harley tuner, but I know if I get the Vision, the Dynavision one, at least it'll come out, give me a little bit more out of it. I'm not looking for much more. You know, I'm old. You know,
Well,
Yeah, we're putting those wheels. You know, when you slow down and the wheels pop out.
aren't as strong anymore.
You're gonna put those on his bike when the wheels pop out.
Can we get them to sponsor one of the shows and we can install it for Pops? And then
There you
That's
go.
right. Yeah,
on it.
that'd be fantastic.
There you go.
I'm gonna have to get my pilot's license because I have landing gear now.
And I'm thinking because since Pop's got a 117 and a 117 these days are like a panhead.
You son of a gun! You thanks. I know. Listen, back a couple of years ago, I was the king of the road, and then he comes out and puts a 131 in there. That was the end of me. Yeah.
Now I need a turbo.
Yeah, I know what I noticed on Uncle Eric's pictures. I noticed he flexes a lot too. Like he side like every time he's on the.
You noticed that, huh?
The bike is beefy, so I feel like he's beefing up the beefy.
Yeah, I'm beefing it up.
Yeah.
I'm making the bike fit me.
Well, I gotta say, you know, there's at least there's one guy in this podcast is that moving his way towards the newer technology, right? You guys are starting to get like that is like the panhead, and Eric, you're like the shovel head.
You're right. You're right.
What? Well, that makes yours the Evo.
I know.
I haven't. The only difference is I put a turbo on.
That's
so
right.
I get over 200 horsepower.
How much horse you pushing with the turbo? That turbo.
That turbo since it started off as a 103, it's a 107 build. With that turbo, about 200 horsepower.
Wow.
Brings it up that much, huh?
And that's the oilless one? Is that the...
What was that, guy?
The oilless one, you said? What?
Yeah, that's the comp. So all those turbos, even like George from All American is building a turbo bike, right? So, Mike Beelan has Cash Days 3 coming up in April up in North Carolina. So George is actually going to show up to that one.
Yeah, you're talking about A1 Cycle.
Yeah, Mike from A1 Cycle.
Yeah, Mike from A1 Cycle. Right. Another big builder. He was down there one time. All right.
And all those guys are like, George is running it too. So those comp turbos, those oilless run really well. And on top of it, they're just larger bearings and no oil running through it makes it a big deal, especially down in Florida because, there was some RPM. There's a guy out of California that builds Real Power Movement. He actually builds kits you can buy utilizing for M8s, utilizing the comp turbos. And when he did the heat dissipation, he's seen that it actually decreased it by 100 degrees.
Wow. Really? The oilless
like
ones?
100-degree difference.
Wow. Then what cools it? What cools it?
So comp, because comp turbos are also very, they're in the car business, right? So they do a lot of cars. They have like split mirrored turbos. Okay. So they use this special grease that they use. So you pump the grease into the fitting, and I think you got to put the grease in, I think, about every 3,000 to 4,000 miles, and also how hard you use it. But that grease is what cools down the turbo.
Wow.
So you utilize a special grease inside the fitting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and no drag either. Because it's no pushing oil. It's not pushing oil. There's no drag.
The thing is the heat, right? Because as we all know, is especially down where we are, if you can get on the bike and it feels great, but like after about 40 minutes in the heat, how much power you lose from that humidity?
Wow.
Gets sluggish.
Yeah.
It gets sluggish, right? The power starts to decrease because the temperature on the bike is increasing.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you guys.
Yeah.
I'm putting a turbo on my bike.
You're putting a turbo on the bike or on your wheelchair?
Yeah.
He needs a turbo to get out of bed.
I need a turbo just to get started in the morning. Are you kidding me?
Turbo coffee.
I'm going to take the turbo off my car. The hell with you.
Turbo for your liver, your pancreas.
Turbo body parts.
I need a turbo for tech. I need a turbo
What is this, a $6 million man?
Don't worry,
over
Rich.
here?
AI's coming out soon. AI will take care of it.
We got to get a turbo on the VVT.
They're killing me.
Yeah, right?
Get him moving.
They're killing me. They're killing me.
Well, that's all you would need. Is
On
the
that?
turbo.
Yeah, I don't need to do anything else.
But I don't know. I got to talk to Chris one day because I don't think I have the 11 not the 11-to-1 compression because I have the 117. I don't know if I can run a turbo with that compression.
Well, you'd be surprised, right? It all depends on the heads too. But these days, these guys are running high compression now. So the old theory back, remember the old theory. Remember when S&S came out with the 124?
Yeah.
And it had the low compression and the high compression.
Right.
And the theory was if you were running highway, you would get the high compression. If you're running streets, low compression. But with the newer technology and the new stuff that's coming out now, that's not really doesn't hold the same value that it used to hold, right? There's guys building, motors with high compression, even with turbo. Now, one of the advantages down where we are is that if you do run a high compression motor, now I'm not talking about super high, but I'm talking, the E85 makes a big difference, right? Because the timing allows you to utilize that timing and the octane that you don't have to worry about where you're going to get, the issues where
it's fogging.
Where what?
Where it bogs down?
Yeah.
Right, because of the high compression and the top fuel, because the EV is like pure fuel.
Correct. So there's difference now. But, I mean, listen, like I was telling these guys now, and there's a lot of guys between Mike, Twin Mark, George from All American.
Yeah.
You have Steve out in Texas. These guys now, they're, with the combos of that, because of the M8 is a lot more air, right? Full valve versus 2. The combos now with these guys have the ability with larger throttle bodies on these M8s and cams. Man, sometimes you can get a lot of horsepower naturally aspirated now that that if you don't want to cross that boundaries of turbo, you can get 160, not easily these days on those M8s.
Yeah, I know. Without the turbo.
Without the turbo, correct.
Yeah, right.
Like I said,
because he was building them without the turbo, 145s, and he was pushing 175 horse. Well, you were doing that too, but you had the turbo on yours, right? Yeah.
So I'll give you an example. One of my good friends, Tiny, that George built the bike for. Those bikes are hitting, below 145, and I throw exactly everything, 200 horsepower and 85, over 200 horsepower.
Wow.
What do you think, Dean?
On naturally aspirated, motors,
Let's do it.
And run, there's a lot of guys out there will tell you, oh, the bikes can't run, they're not highway bikes, but that's just not true, right? I've run with my friend Tiny. We've ran from down where we live, all of us live, all the way to Daytona, hitting, running these bikes hard, even up to Jacksonville, and he is running, and Tiny was probably at the time 500 pounds on that bike, and running those bikes, and they run.
I don't think
theory that you can't have higher compression, these days is not true.
No, not with the motors now, with the throttle bodies, the tuners, and the heads, all the designs, the piston design. Because years ago we used to get high compression with dome pistons. Now you can run a flat piston and get high compression. So there's a big difference now,
Yeah, especially the four versus the 2 on those, right? Because now, you remember the days where on the 103s, where if you try to go too big with the throttle body, too much air would be a problem. Remember? Not always bigger on the throttle body didn't mean better on those bikes.
Right, because of the heads.
On those M8s, the size of these throttle bodies they're putting on there, and the larger the throttle body, the more the bike likes it.
I know. I have the large throttle body too, and so does he. Because my heads were port and polished because I got the Screaming Eagle heads, and I think it's a 61.
Yeah.
For that, I'd have to look in the book again, but I don't think it's a 58. I think it's a 61, but I know it was bigger than the stock one because they had to change the throttle body, and I got the aluminum manifold too. They got rid of the plastic manifold.
Because the plastic ones.
Right. So I mean, for me to throw
Turbo?
a turbo on it would be like ideal.
Don't worry about it. I'm going to do a GoFundMe. We're going to do a GoFundMe for Dean's bike to do the turbo, okay? Forget Richie. I want the turbo.
But Dean, it's interesting.
Richie, we're getting the training wheels.
But, that variable valve timing, which is by far as much, there's guys that, have drove those, when they first came out up in Sturgis, I know George took his bike to Sturgis when he first got it and just raved about the bike. But now, there's ways to reduce. You don't have, like anything with variable valve timing with cars as well, because that's not a new technology, right? Harley just implemented it. But some of the work they're doing now with these cams and these computers, you could probably get that bike sitting nice without a turbo.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, last time I talked to you about doing my bike, I got rid of it. So I went up there just to get a price on something. And the guy gets me on this thing, and I'm like, I don't really like it. It was the whole new technology, but I said, I'll take it for a ride. And then once I rode it, I didn't care what it looked like, what it was. I was like, it's just unbelievable. Yeah.
Man, and it runs nice. It's cooler. Do you notice the cooling difference on that bike?
Yeah.
Compared to the other bike?
Absolutely, yeah. That my ST was?
Yeah.
Big time.
I guess I got to get one then.
I think you should.
I don't think. Are you ever going to part with that bike? I think that's like your chariot.
That's what I thought, too, when he got that. I keep telling him not to sell it, but,
It's on Facebook, actually.
Are you? But you had it on Facebook for the last 6 years.
He got one call on it.
Like 3 years ago, I looked on and I saw this bike. He was asking $90,000. I was like, oh, that's Eric. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
That's why they threw me off.
I thought you loaded to $89,999.
And 99 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah, I from Dad, with Dad, dementia's kicking in. He can forget a zero. But with you, it's a little different.
Yeah.
Aye.
No, but I definitely got to get on because I definitely enjoy it.
Yeah, it'll be fun, man.
Yeah. I'd love to have you, man.
Dad's got a lot of stories to tell still on this show.
I
and
know,
talk about
I
it.
know.
Yeah, but we got to get him going. You got to come on soon because he's forgetting the story.
Yeah.
He's got
Forgets what year it was.
He's got to resort to VHS to remember what he did because it's all on film.
I'm watching the old films. The ones that my wife
gotta
recorded
refresh his
sitting
memory.
In the back.
It's only got supposed to be VHS.
A refresh. Chris, it's a refresh.
Really or did that is that having flashbacks or something else?
Oh God. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, but listen, you got to say the man traveled. People are starting to put miles on now, but he definitely traveled.
Oh yeah,
man.
But
He definitely put miles on.
Listen, I can honestly say, what I forgot, they haven't done yet. And honestly,
he forgot a lot.
That.
Yeah.
And I've been forgetting a lot.
He forgets his address, he forgets his name, but you will never forget.
I'll never forget my rides, Chris. Never forget my rides. I'll forget my name, but I won't forget my rides.
Well, Chris, we do this every Tuesday.
Yes.
At 6 p.m.
Yes, Chris.
Yeah, so
Right here in Lake Worth.
Yes, I'll definitely. I'm heading out Sunday, so I'm thinking not next week, but the following week I could definitely make it up there.
All right.
Good.
Well, we'll be at Daytona from the 6th to the 10th.
You know that.
And
miss you.
Can you make sure you put Dad on a leash?
Yeah. They got me on a leash.
Got him.
This is very tight
we
right now.
actually
I can't get up from the chair.
Chris, we actually got him one of those like piss bottles they use in the hospital.
We even got the claws for him, right?
Yeah, look at
Can't go anywhere.
So is it Dean or you putting the catheter inside his thing? So he can pee when he
It's
runs?
not me.
that. It's Dean.
It's Dean.
Is that you? I just
Changes
want to
my
know who's
bag.
tasked with that. Did you guys put like a Holly sticker on the bottle?
Yeah, we can do it.
That's what we got to come out with. Something to put over you when you're riding,
Yeah.
so you don't have to stop.
Yeah, I know, right. I don't want to stop. I don't stop. I wear Depends.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
On the side or ahead of him?
That's right. Don't worry about it. I don't stop
man.
for nobody.
I love you guys.
I love you too, Chris.
I'll talk to you next
Thank
time.
All right, man. Have a
All
good
right,
trip.
Chris.
Stay
Talk to you later.
Have a good
Take
trip.
care. Be safe.
We'll see you soon.
You too, guys.
All right.
Love
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.
Say hello to the missus.
Yeah.
All right. The freaking mosquitoes are in.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So well,
Wow, that's it.
that was
Good.
great.
Yeah,
Chris
that's
was
good.
great.
That's good. He called in. That was cool.
We had a guest.
Yeah. We had a guest
We had a guest
Our
on
first
the
guest
phone.
caller.
on the phone.
on the phone.
First caller.
But you realize a lot of people that might come on don't have our numbers, so, you know.
Right.
Yeah, it's all right.
That's it. We'll get a number. We'll get
Yeah,
some
we'll
number.
get one of those 176 numbers
Yeah.
where you got a lady on the other side going ooh ah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, we get a 900 number,
What
and
was
we
the
make money
900
on it.
number?
Yeah.
It was the 900.
Yeah, I used to block those in my switches.
Yeah.
Although I had access. I was the phone guy, so I
Yeah, I'll take a yellow helmet there, Chris. All right, guys. Thanks for watching,
Yeah, appreciate it.
and we'll see you next week.
Later.
Later.
Thank you. Take care. Ciao.
That was good. He called in.
That was great. That was great. That was great. Love you, brother. Oh.